Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another training video. And as you guys know, this is our training session. Okay, so guys, the purpose of today's training session is just to give you guys a guide on how to approach analysis when using our trading system. Okay, because if you want to be a successful trader who's consistent over time, you know, you need to have like a range of skills. Okay, not just one thing, but you need to have some skills that you can apply to the market. All right. So now, before you actually use any trading system, right? Before you use any trading system, there's a few things that you need to use or you need to do in order to put yourself in a position where you can be successful. Okay. So we're just gonna go over some of these things, okay? We're just gonna go over some of these things, and we're gonna look at a few websites just to give you guys a quick guide as to how to approach the markets, okay? It's very, very easy. So the first thing, guys, before you open up any trade, before you click buy or sell, you need to do risk management, okay? You need to get your risk management that deals with your mindset, okay? Now, remember when you're trading, just hold on, guys. Okay, remember when you're trading, guys, okay, it's all about risking capital to make more money. Okay, so you risk a certain amount of money in order to have a potential gain, right? So you need to understand that when you're trading, that your capital is at risk when you're doing forex trading. Okay, you just need to understand when you're doing any type of trading, your capital is at risk. Okay, so now that also deals with how much are you going to use or how much are you going to invest into the trading market. Okay, you need to already, before you even start trading, the money that you put in there, you need to understand that that is risk capital. Okay, because that's where a lot of traders miss it. They put money that is not supposed to be used for trading. Okay, so just understand, before you open up any trade, before you deposit money into a trading account, just know that when you deposit the money into the trading account, that is risk capital. So you need to fix your mindset, because if you don't fix your mindset, you're going to struggle when it comes to execution. Okay, so risk management has to be your first thinking point. Okay, you need to think about risk management first before you do anything. Okay, and then number two, you need to identify the trading sessions. Remember, there are a number of sessions, guys. Okay, there's about 5 trading sessions. And the three main trading sessions are the New York session, Tokyo session, and the London session. Okay. The reason why this is important is because different currencies are active at different sessions. Okay, so there's currencies that are only active in the Tokyo session, there's currencies that are only active in the London session, and then there's currencies only active in the New York session. Okay, so now let me show you where to see that. Okay, so if you just go to Google and type in Forex time converter, it's going to bring you to this website here. Okay, this is where you can see the different sessions, right? So now what you're going to do, the first thing is you're going to come to where it says time zone, and then you're just going to select your time zone. So we are in, not we, but I am in Africa, Johannesburg time zone. Just hold on, guys. Nana, maybe for a second. Okay? Listen, please. No, no, listen to this. Listen, please. Okay? I want you to sit beside me. Okay? My bad, guys. My bad. My bad. My bad. So I'm back. So, anyways, like I was saying, the first thing that you need to do when you get to this website is you need to select your own time zone. Okay, mine is Africa, Johannesburg, which is GMT plus 2. Okay, and then what you're going to see here on this website, guys, is you're going to see the different trading sessions. Okay, you're going to see the name of the session right there on the left. Okay, and then you're also going to see what time it opens in relation to your time zone. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Right. This is the last streaming session for 2024. Okay. So, anyways, if you look closely, guys, let's go to where it says the London session right here. According to my time zone, the London session starts at 10 a.m. Okay. And then it closes at 6 p.m. my time. Okay. So, your times are going to be different because you might be in a different time zone. Okay, so the times may vary, but you need to convert the times accordingly. Okay, so let's also look at the New York session. New York session starts at 3 p.m. my time, and then it ends at 11 p.m. my time. Okay, so now once you have that in the back of your mind, then you have an idea of what you need to trade at the time. Okay, if that makes sense to somebody, if that makes sense. So, like I said, there's things that are active in the New York session that you want to trade between this 3 p.m. and this 11 p.m. Okay, because a lot of people struggle to know what to trade and when to trade. Okay, they struggle to know those things. Okay, so this is a guide, a more educated guide as to, okay, if I want to trade a certain thing, I need to trade it within the time frames that it's active. Okay, so for example, if I want to trade the New York session, not the New York session, if I want to trade NAS 100, for example, okay, it means that I would trade it during the New York session, which starts at 3 p.m. Okay, so from 3 p.m. to about 11 p.m., that's when I'd actually be looking at the markets. You guys see what I'm saying? Okay, so if we move on, right? If we move on, let's go back. If we move on, right? So now, once we've identified our trading session, okay, using that website that I showed you, that Forex converter, right? For those of you who just joined in late, you can just type Forex time converter on Google. The first link, that's the one that you go to. It'll take you to this website that I was showing you guys just now. Okay, and then there, that's when you're going to see the different sessions. Okay, now moving onwards, okay? Another thing that's very important to note before you actually start trading is the fundamental aspect of whatever it is that you want to trade, okay? So that is basically analyzing the different news events. I'm not talking about going too deep into the fundamental analysis, okay? But knowing when the news events are going to hit, which are going to affect whatever it is that you're going to trade. You get me? So what you can do is you can go to the economic calendar on investing.com, okay, or you can go to any economic calendar. They give you the same data, okay. You can just type economic calendar on Google. It's going to give you a link, and then you'll be able to see the different news events that will affect the market, okay. So what I like to do is I like to just filter it out just to see when the high impact news is going to hit, okay? Because that's really what I care about. I don't really trade fundamentals, okay? But it's a good idea to know when the fundamentals are going to hit because you don't want to be trading on the wrong side of the market. Remember what happened during I think it was 2 weeks ago or it was a week ago? There was the FOMC report. Okay, that news event caused the US 30 to drop like crazy. So imagine if you're trading at the time and you weren't aware of what was going on. Okay, or like let's say maybe you didn't know that that news event was going to happen. And then if your strategy relies on volatility, then you lost a money making opportunity. All right. Boss, do you do one-on-one installation? I'm in Gauteng. Yes, I do, but online. Okay, but just DM me. We'll just sort it out. Right? We'll sort it out after this. So, anyways, once you've got that unlocked, guys, okay, you can see the different times, different economic events, And the reason why this is important is because it can help you to plan ahead. Okay, depending on how you want to trade. So let's say you're scalp trading. Scalp trading is very dependent on a fast moving market. Okay, and you will see a lot of volatility at certain events. Okay, like when there's a session change, when the start of a new session comes, there's going to be a lot of volatility. At a session overlap, there's going to be a lot of volatility. That's an opportunity for you to trade. Okay, if that's how you look for opportunities. And then even at news events, at high impact news events, okay, that's an opportunity for you to trade. You understand? So if you use this economic calendar, you'll be able to see exactly when the market is likely to be volatile. So you can see today at 16:45 p.m. Okay, we are going to have some news event, high impact news that's going to affect the US dollar. Okay. So if you're somebody who's trading in the New York session, you know that around that time, there's going to be there's going to be a there's going to be something happening in the market. So if you're doing things like breakout trading, that's an opportunity for you to actually analyze the markets. Okay, it's an opportunity for you to apply your trading systems. It's an opportunity for you to look for signals. Okay, you understand? So it helps you to plan ahead, right? And then you'll know exactly when to actually analyze the markets. Okay, because that answers a lot of questions like when is the right time to trade, what should I trade, all those questions that people struggle with. Okay, if you go through this process, you get the answers to all those questions. Okay, but you do it periodically, guys. You do it in a structured way, not just a random way. Okay, so another thing that you can also do with this website, you can actually see what all the news events that are going to happen on that particular week. You can filter it out just for you to see the high impact news only. Like for now, I can see that from Thursday. On Thursday, there's going to be high impact news from 3:30 South African time all the way up to 6 p.m. South African time. And then also on Friday, there's going to be high impact news at 5 p.m. That's going to hit the US dollar. Okay. You can also use this website to see the high impact news events that are going to happen next week. Okay. So already, from just by looking at this, okay, I can tell that there's going to be a lot of volatility next week, Monday. Okay, next week, Monday, the 6th of January, from 3 p.m., there's going to be high impact news that affects the euro. And then at 16:45, 5 p.m., and 5 p.m. again, there's going to be high impact news on the USD. Okay, so for us, that's a good opportunity to trade. All right, or that's a good opportunity for us to look for trades. Okay, if that makes sense. Now, let's just move on from this. Okay. And then now, guys, once we've got our mindset on lock, and then once we identify the session, okay, we more or less know what to trade. And then once we do our fundamental analysis, we already know what it is that we need to trade now. Okay, we're not confused. We're not confused anymore. We've moved from that point where I don't know what I want to trade to now I have an idea of what to analyze on. Okay, so the next thing that you want to do is you need to figure out if you want to do swing trading or you want to do scalping. Okay, you can make that decision even before you start trading because there are people who just want to swing trade and there are people who want to scalp. Okay, and then you've got this third group of people who are going to analyze the markets, right? And then from after analyzing, they'll determine if they're going to be getting into a long-term trade or short-term trade, depending on what the market is going to do. Okay. So now this is where now we're going to start opening the charts and we're going to start to look at what's happening. Okay. Now, before we jump in and look for signals, we need to first identify the trend. Okay. Remember last time, guys, we discussed that in the Forex market, there's three types of trends. Okay. There's the uptrend, there's the downtrend, and then there's the sideways trend. Okay. So an uptrend, that's when the market is pushing higher. Okay. So when the market is pushing higher, generally you're looking for sell buy trades. My bad. You're looking for buy trades when the market is pushing higher. Okay. So when you look at the markets, when you look at the charts and you apply your trading system, okay, those trades that are already, or those signals that appear when the market is trending up, right? Then those are the ones that you would like to trade and be more comfortable with. Okay. And then in a downtrend, right, the market is pushing to the downside. So in that situation, you want to sell. Okay. So if you look at the charts and you see that the price is pushing to the downside and the trading systems give you a sell trade, then that's a trade that you want to take. You're not confused about that type of trade. Okay. That's an ideal situation that you want to be in. That's a good thing for you. Okay. And then when the market is ranging, okay, you approach it a little bit differently, okay, because in a range, the market isn't trending up and it isn't trending down, but rather it's moving in between two levels, okay? So if the market is moving in between two levels, you can approach it in these different ways. When the market reaches the bottom of that level, you buy. When it reaches the top of that level, you sell, okay? Or depending on what's happening in the markets, and maybe we'll have an opportunity to actually showcase this in the future, right? But if there is a breakout, you either buy or sell in the direction of the breakout, okay? So that's the general way that you would approach the markets, right? Very, very easy. So now, once we've done this list of things, once we've fixed our mindset, identified the trading session, done our analysis, figured out what kind of trading we want to do, right? And once we've identified the trend, then guys, we are ready now. We are ready to start looking for trading signals. Okay? Now we are ready to start looking for trading signals. So let's just go ahead and have a look at some charts, okay? Let's just have a look at some charts. You guys already know the basics, right? You already know the basics. It's very, very easy, right? So in our basics, we are, let me see if I can actually bring this thing real quick. I'm just gonna go, because I've made videos about this. Some of you already know this, okay? We're gonna start with the buy situation. In order to take a buy trade, the price has to be above the 100 period moving average, okay? And then the volatility meter has to be above 70%. We already know that, okay? We already know that. And then when those opportunities appear, then we're going to trade accordingly, just like that, okay? No need to make it complicated. That's just what it is. It is what it is, okay? And then in a sell, okay, like there's a lot of buying opportunities. Let me just think which market was going down. Just give me a second, guys. I just want to remember now what market is going down. Could be NAS 100. Let's have a look. Okay, here's another good example. Okay, this is the US 30 on the H4 chart. Okay, so when the market is going down, guys, okay, for you to get a sell signal, the price has to be underneath the 100 period moving average, right? The volatility meter has to be over 70% at the bottom, and then you can take that trading signal, okay? But one key thing that I want you guys to notice, okay, what we discussed when dealing with your analysis and approaching the markets, you need to know if you're trading the correct session, okay? Because now, if you're trading the correct session, you know that, okay, the market is most likely to move in my direction, okay? Because the market is active, right? And if I've done my trading analysis correctly, then chances are higher for my trade to become profitable. You understand what I'm saying, guys? So it's very, very important to go through that list. I hope you guys were writing down, okay? And then you can actually start applying your trading methods, okay? And then you'll find that if you do it that way, right, you save yourself from a lot of heartache, okay? And what do you do when you actually find a trade? It's very, very easy, right? What do you do? So once your trade is right, let's say you've got a trading signal and you want to start trading now, okay? You then find your signal, execute it, allow the market to do what it's supposed to do, okay? And then from there, guys, you just manage your trade, okay? Very, very easy, right? So let's just quickly go through the markets just to show you guys what we do, even though the market is a bit slow now because of the the holidays. Let's just see if we can't find an opportunity. Okay. So here's one example of an opportunity, guys. Okay, this is the USD CAD on the H4 chart. So I'm just gonna use the H4 as an example. Okay, that's actually not a trade right now. I'm looking at the volatility meter. I want another trade, guys. Hold on. I'm looking at the H4. Okay, Euro JPY. Okay, if you've got the trading system, you can go to Euro JPY. And let's say you wanted to trade, right? Euro JPY is the euro to the Japanese yen. Okay, so this is a market that you can trade in the morning. Okay, in the London session, you can actually trade it in the New York session. Okay, and then sometimes you can actually trade it in the Tokyo. Okay, so this is like a chameleon type of currency. Okay, so you need to keep that in the back of your mind. There's some currencies that are only active at certain times, and then there's those who are active most of the time, but they are more active at a certain period of time during the day. Okay, I said a mouthful. So now Euro JPY, if I was looking for trades on the Euro JPY, I would actually take the trades in the London and the New York session. Okay. Sometimes I would take it in the Tokyo session, but not ideally. Okay. So this is an example of a buy trade that we can take. Let's just have a look at it. Okay, this is the Euro JPY on the H4 chart. Okay, and as we can see, guys, we've got a trade that's currently running. Okay, so first things first, you want to identify the trend. Okay, and you want to identify the session that we're in. So now we've already identified our trading session, guys. We are currently in the New York session. Okay, the New York session is in for about 22 minutes, according to our Forex time converter. Okay, so we've been in the New York session for 22 minutes. Okay, so it's good. So we can actually trade the Euro JPY right now because we're in the correct session. Okay, and then number two, identify the trend. Okay, so as we can see, if we ignore the signal levels, okay, and we look at the price action, we can see that no, man, the market has been making high highs and high lows. It's been pushing to the upside. You guys can clearly see that. Okay, so that's good. So in this particular situation, we understand based off of our basic knowledge that we want to buy in an uptrend. Okay, so if we are in an uptrend or if the market looks like it's pushing to the upside, then we are looking for buy trades. Okay, so a buy signal, if we use our system or our trading indicator or whatever it is, that if it shows us a buy signal, it's more in line to what we can see. Okay, if that makes sense to someone. Okay, so let's have a look. So what happened here? So we can see, guys, that the market rose, okay, and the price, if we look at the trading rules, the price where it is right now, it's above the 100 period moving average, okay? And what does that tell you? If the price is above the 100 period moving average, that suggests to us that this is a market that is going to continue going up. Okay, that's what that moving average is for. Okay, it's just to help us to see very quickly, is this a market that's pushing higher, or is this a market that's likely to push lower? Okay, I hope that makes sense, guys. I hope that makes sense. No one is saying anything on any chats. Okay, but I hope we're together. Okay, now, once we've established that, the next thing we want to look at is the volatility meter at the bottom. If the volatility meter is above 70%, okay, that means that there's enough volatility for us to trade this market. Okay, it means it's ready, guys. Okay, so if there's a signal and the market is above the 100 and the volatility meter is over 70%, then it means that we can take that trade. Okay, we can be comfortable to take the trade. So what's actually happening on this trade, right? So as you guys can see, the trading indicator gave us a buy signal down here. TP1 is already hit, okay, and then now it's at the TP2 level. Okay, so this is a buy signal. Why am I saying it's a buy signal? Because we can still go for TP3, right? We can still go for TP3. And another feature that we have, guys, is that the stop loss adjusts itself. Okay. So, like in this particular situation, if we open up a buy trade right there where the market is, we know where to put our stop loss because the system already shifted itself for us. You guys see that? Okay. And then where do we put our TP? Our target is at TP3. You understand? So now, because we already understand that, guys, okay, we know that we can jump into our trade, we can use our stop loss, and then now we can apply our risk management when we're getting into the trades. Are you guys with me? Okay. Hopefully, I hope you guys hear me. But I'll make another example. Don't worry. More examples are going to help us to understand this thing a little bit better. Okay. So let's say I'm just going to open up a small lot size here because of the market, guys. I do understand that the market is slow right now. Okay. So I've opened up a buy trade right there. The take profit is at TP3. Why is it not at TP1 or TP2? The reason is because we already hit TP1 and we hit TP2. So if a trade is like this, guys, right? If a signal is like this, it's still valid for you to take, okay? Because we're targeting all the take profit levels, okay? So if everything is aligning to what we want, right, we can still take that trade, okay? If the market is still in a trend, we target the rest of the levels, okay? Even if we've passed TP1 and TP2, we can still target TP3, right? Sometimes you'll find the signal at entry, sometimes you'll find it at TP1, okay? But you just need to trade accordingly. And then now where do you put your stop loss? Your stop loss system already told us is down here. Boom. Just like that, guys. Clean. We have a trade, right? We have a trade. If now it was a normal week, I would have actually added more trades to this, or I would have used a higher lot size. But I understand, guys. Remember, you need to identify what's happening in the markets, right? You need to have a holistic approach. We know now, guys, the market is going to be slower because we're just coming from Christmas. Now we're going to the new year. Like tomorrow is going to be a holiday in most places around the world, okay? And then the first is also going to be a holiday. So this week, trading is going to be quite slow, okay? It's going to be quite slow. It's only going to start picking up maybe next week or the week after, but most likely next week, okay? So now, once we've got our trade on, the next thing we do is just wait and see what's going to happen. Okay. So if we go into profit, we need to manage our trade by shifting our stop loss, securing our profits. But that's a discussion for another day. Okay. So let's see another example, guys. Let's see another example. This is the USD right? I wanted to get a sell example, but let's use this one as well. So what can you tell me about the USD We can see that the market's been rising. So we can take that as if we're identifying the trend, we can look at the price action, right? We look at the candlesticks and we see that no, the price has been rising higher and higher and higher. So we can take it as this is a market that's pushing up, okay? And then the session is the New York session. We already know that. We've established that. And then now it's ripe for us to trade. We're not wrong to trade the USD CHF. Okay. So in this particular case, we can see that, okay, now the price is above the 100 period moving average, which now suggests to us that we are in a bullish market and market that's likely to go up. And then if you look at the bottom, our volatility is at 70%. Okay, so this trade is ripe for us to take. Okay, and then if we look at the trading levels, you can see that we already hit our TP1. Now we're going for TP2. So let's just open up our trade. Our take profit can either be put at TP2 or TP3. It's up to you, right? And then I usually like to put it at TP3 just to give myself some room. Okay, but that's just how I trade. Okay, and then our stop loss, you know, it's above the original buy entry, showing you that now this market can see what's happening, okay? Or the system can see what's happening. So we put our stop loss right there, and then our trade is ready, cooked, ready. We just allow it to run. Easy. Guys, how long did that take? You know, it's only taking long because I'm busy talking, okay? I'm busy talking. I'm busy talking nonstop. Let's have a look at, let me see if I can't find a sell signal anywhere, guys. Hold on. I'm trying to look which market has been dropping. I'm just trying to remember because I did look at the markets earlier, not earlier, yesterday. I'm trying to see. I might get an example on a random thing. Okay. Even something that we don't really trade. Okay, which markets are going down, guys? We need an example. We need a sell example. It looks like all these trades were going higher, higher, higher. Let's look at Brent. Let's see, let's see, let's see. So everybody's optimistic about the coming year. Looks good. Okay, I might go to the lower time frame. Let me go to the lower time frame. Let me go to the lower time frames just so that I can make an example. Okay. Okay, let's look at the 5 minute chart. Okay. Let's look at the 5 minute chart on this. This is NAS 100 on the 5 minute chart. Okay. I had to go down low, guys. Otherwise, I'm going to search this whole entire market, and I actually have a time constraint. Okay. But next week we're gonna have an in-depth analysis, right? We're gonna trade, especially when the market is active. We'll trade on the 15-minute chart, not on the higher time frames. Okay, just to show you guys the trades. But yeah, anyways, here's an example to sell. This is the NAS 100 on the 5 minute chart. Okay, and what we can see right here. Okay, number one, we can see that the market is. Let's identify the trend. Okay, so on the 5 minute chart, you guys can see that there was some bearish activity. Okay, market did push down, right? It did push down, and it looks like it's still going down. It's actually looking like it's still going down. It looks like it's still going down. Okay, so anyways, since we can see that, and then we know number two, the session is, I'm gonna keep repeating these things, guys. The session is the New York session right now. So NAS 100 is a valid instrument to trade in the New York session. Agreed. Okay. From there, we can actually start looking at our trading rules. Okay. So number one, our trading system or our price action right now is underneath the 100 period moving average on a 5 minute chart. Okay, on a 5 minute chart. And then that suggests to us that this is a bearish market, a market that's going down. Okay. And then number two, we can see that the volatility is over 70%. It's good. So we're good. So now we're ready to take the trade, right? So if now we're to take this trade, we'd enter in right there. And we can see that TP1 is already hit long ago. TP2 was just hit just now. And then now we're going for TP3, right? TP3, which is down here. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're just going to quickly open up that trade. We're just going to quickly open up that trade. I just opened up the smallest lot size because this is just for examples. Okay, so now the next take profit is TP3. And then our stop loss, guys, you guys can see. I don't know if you guys can see it right there, but it did shift. It's there at the TP1 level. Okay, but it's up to you guys. Sometimes you can use your discretion and maybe put it behind TP2, but that depends on your discretion. Okay, but if you don't know what to do, just follow what the trading system is telling you, and then it is what it is. Okay, so just like that, guys, we have our trade. So that's basically how we would approach these markets, guys. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back. So we're at the end now, right? I'm almost out of time, guys. I'm almost out of time. Sorry to cut you guys short, but I have to end it here. Okay, so um again, let's just recap on what we spoke about. Okay, so that we know that we're together. Okay, so guys, before you use any trading system, remember these few points. Okay, the first one, before you even open up your MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5 or your TradingView or whatever it is, okay, the first thing that we need to figure out and make a decision on is the risk management. Okay, you need to understand, guys, just understand what it is, where you are. Okay, understand where you are. So you're doing online trading, you're doing stock trading, you're doing crypto trading. This involves risking capital. Okay, so in your mind, you know that, okay, when I trade, this is risk capital. Okay, money that I'm going to risk to make a potential profit. Okay, And then that's going to help you with your mindset, right? Now, number two, we need to know now, we want to have an idea of what to trade, because a lot of traders struggle with knowing what to trade. Okay? A lot of traders struggle, hey, I don't know what to trade, what it is. Like they're so overwhelmed, they don't know what to trade. Okay, so now we're going to use this process to filter out what to trade and what not to trade. So number two is identifying the trading session. You can do that by looking at the Forex time converter. It shows you the different trading sessions, what time they open, and what time they close. Okay, this gives you an idea as to which currencies are active in that session. So if you don't know, for example, if you're somebody who doesn't know what is active in the New York session, it's very easy. Just type it in Google, what currencies are active in the New York session. Okay, and then it'll give you a list, and then you can start looking at those lists instead of the whole entire market, right? Then after you've identified the trading session, right, you can look at fundamental analysis. You can look at your economic calendar to see when are the different news events going to hit. Okay, is the high impact news going to happen on whatever it is that you want to trade? Can you capitalize on it based off of that information? Okay, so once you're done with that, then you can move over to the next step to decide now if you're a scalper or swing trader. Are you going to be looking for swing trades, which are longer term trades, or shorter term trades if you want to scalp quickly? Okay, both are good. Both are good methods, right? And then number five, this is when now you start opening your chart. Okay, because now at this stage you already know, okay, I'm in this session, here are the trend, like here's what's happening. I know that the news is going to hit at this particular time, is going to affect the dollar or whatever the case may be. So number five, you open up your chart. Before you look at your trading signal, you look at the trend. Okay, what's happening with the price? Okay, if the market is trending, then you know that's what you want. You want a market that is in a visible trend. Okay, if you can visually see that the price is going higher or the price is going lower, that is a good thing for you, because you want trades or signals that come from those types of situations. Okay, and then once you've identified your trend, that's when now you can start locking in with your trading software or your trading strategy. Okay, that's when now you can start looking for trades based off of your trading system. Okay, and then after that, it's just managing your trades. Okay, and finding more opportunities, right? So, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the videos. We've reached the end of the session. Our next session is probably going to be on the 6th of January. Okay, so if we don't see each other until then, Happy New Year, guys. Hopefully, you guys are safe. And yeah, if you have any questions, guys, send us a DM, email, whatever communication platform you want, and then just reach out to us and we can get you plugged in. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys on the next stream. Take care.